Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, that last run went pretty well, I'm told. So for a new arena run, and we're gonna go priest again. No. I should really go shaman, because it's better. But people have been complaining a lot about I should do, like, underrepresented classes, so just for you guys, I'm gonna do rogue this time. Even though it's gonna fail and suck. Kidnapper, I don't like you. You're way too expensive and usually like limited in usefulness. Because some of the things you want to bounce, you just don't want them coming back. Especially battle cries. Hobgoblin's interesting, but it's too likely to screw things up. Faceless Manipulator, almost always good. Bad Taunt. Assassin's Blade is okay. Deadly Poison's pretty sweet though. I'll take that. You're bad. They're expensive. It can be very good, but is it what I want? I'm gonna take the Brewmaster. Deadly Poison is very good. I'm gonna take Backstab though. I'm very fond of backstabbing things. You're a good hoser, but you're a little bit better for non-weapon use most of the time. We're gonna take the Tidehunter. Very rush-tacular. I gotta have some fat stuff in here. I'm gonna take the War Golem, even though it's not the best fat. Assassinate, very good to have. Do I want to get a Sprint, or do I want the Stormwind Champion? Sprint can totally save your butt, but as I've mentioned a lot, it's too expensive. I don't like it that much. I'm gonna take the Stormwind Champion. Hope he can save me. Oh, it's gonna keep feeding me sprints, eh? But Abusive Sergeant's so awesome that I'm not gonna worry about that. Pyromancer is very strong. Could backfire. But all of these guys are like backfire-tronic. We might as well take the more controllable backfire. Get another Assassinate. Darksteel Healer. Shiv is okay. I'll take the Assassinate and hope I get some more like solid minions. Like this guy. You're a solid minion. Ringleader versus Direwolf Alpha. I know he's a class card, so in theory he's just better. I do have some cheap spells. I could get the Backstab or Coin first turn. I think I gotta take him, but the Direwolf Alpha is so good it's actually tempting, even against the Ringleader. Gang Up is a fascinating card. I can use it on opponent's minions or my own. But it puts them in my deck. I mean, I might just, unless the game goes long, there's a good chance I'll never see whatever it pulls out. Whereas you can benefit from my weapon buffs and help me out. I think I'm going to take this instead, even though the Gang Up is a crazy weird card. You're a death machine, though. Salty Dog is actually tempting because he does a lot of damage. I've already got 2 Assassinates. I would rather have the Boulder Fist, although Cold Blood, should I take that? That damage burst is really good, and you can use it to trade a small minion for a big one, or just do lots of damage, but I'm going to take the Boulder Fist, because it's survivable. Junkbot would have to be in a mech deck, and this is not it, so I guess I'm taking the Crap Napper. You guys Backstab. Backstab is good. More Defias plays. Ogre Ninja is pretty huge and awesome. I mean, for that price, you kind of wish he wasn't an Ogre. You'd get something, but he's still big for the price, and he's not going to get killed before he gets to attack, generally. Being a large stealth minion, not just a regular stealth minion. Master Disguise can be very good. It can, like, you can save something else, and it's still a 4/4 for 4. I'm thinking of the Alchemist, though. He's so crazy and flexible. I think we're going to go that way. And he's cheap. Like me. Goblin Auto Barber is good. I've got no dragons, otherwise you'd be good. Oh, am I really taking a War Golem? Could have too much fatness in here. You know, I don't have anything 3 costs. Iron for Grizzly is acceptable. Fan of Knives, I'm really a fan of having an AoE, and this one replaces itself. Yeah, it's a 1 damage AoE. It doesn't kill much, but sometimes killing all those 1/1s or just finishing things off is tremendously useful, even without spell power. Oh, these are all really solid. I'm probably not taking the Clockwork Gnome. I'm not that bent on early game stuff, and look at all the 2-cost minions I have. So actually I've got Rush kind of handled there. So either of these guys could capitalize on that. Him by being fat, and him by drawing me a million cards. And since I have all those 2-cost cards, let's go Cold Master. This seems like a deck for Cold Master. Sharp Sword or Cold Blood? See, this is so much more expensive. Like, it's very powerful. You get the weapon thing. But it takes a lot more work to get it going, right? You've got to have a weapon out. the minion that gets the attack bonus is random, and you've got to combo it to get that. Still, at +3 on your weapons, pretty beefy. Cold Blood is so much easier to use, though. I get screwed with this all the time. Let's go Cold Blood. Probably a poor choice there. I got a chance to rectify it. I could take that, or I could take the Auto Barber, which also gives me a buff to a weapon. They're more late gamey than the early game in terms of their ability, but early game you can still get he's still a raptor mech. So that's okay. I have a lot of minions though. I think I'm gonna go with the Sharp Sword Oil. Mix it up. I could have a million Assassinates, but I think I'd rather have a Volcanic Drake. They're kind of crazy sometimes. Card drawing would have been okay too. Holy Sharp Sword Oils. Seriously, dude. Let's take the Heal Bot. This deck might need some comeback territory. And you know what? I have a lot of cheap minions, and these two suck. Let's take the Sprint anyway. The cheat. Really? The cheat. Let's take the Nerubian Egg. Well, I've got a couple things to give it attack. Not much, but we'll take it. It's a rogue deck. It's kind of a mixed bag. It does have some fat. 2 Assassinates is solid. I could have had a million Assassinates. It's just you can go overboard on that stuff. It's got a lot of cheap minions and then some fat. It might work really well, or I might just get stomped. Because lack of focus. But I have to say, it seems like a reasonably well-balanced deck. And some of the cards I pulled are situational, but I don't think I had any bad rows. Like, there weren't any rows where I was taking, like, oh, I don't like any of these cards. Except the Kidnapper, but he's not that bad. I have a lot of cheap minions to trigger him. So, it could work. Out of 5 cards, knowing how many inexpensive ones I have in the deck, I think I'm going to keep the Faceless Manipulator in the starting hand. He is super flexible and interesting. That is not necessarily the stuff I would have liked to draw, but we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm likely to keep drawing cheap minions. Likely. I could also just draw 4 expensive things in a row. Starting with the Sprint. That's always a good sign. Still, this guy is a very good starting play. Whatever he plays, I will probably still have at least a 1-1 left. In all likelihood. Mortal Coil, very annoying, because he doesn't lose a card. But again, it only took out half my card, so could be worse. It's not worth playing him. I'm better off getting the weapon and not using it so I can auto-barber it next turn. Because I'm not under pressure from him to do that. That's okay. Like, he spent his second turn playing a spell that killed half my cards, so it could have been worse. Speaking of worse, that guy's pretty bad. So tempting to flip him, but I think I'm better off doing this first. Although if I flipped him, I could have killed him with 2 guys, but then again he would have replaced him with 2 guys, so whatever. I save that. So he's going to get a lot of value out of this guy, I'm sure. Can he make it worse by growing him somehow? Because that would be worse. Hungry Dragon, that's craziness, but he's got this guy to attack, so that works out for him. That is an interesting choice to give me. He's probably okay with it, but it's still a decent size. He is going to reduce that guy to 1 hit point, which I'm okay with. Fan of Knives. I should maybe kill him first and then Fan of Knives. That would work. This guy's going to be a problem, but I can assassinate him next turn. So, yeah. Let's kill that. And, well, no, actually, this guy will take less damage if I kill the thing that comes out of him. So, okay, let's do that. Old Master. I could kill this. He won't gain as much from this if it dies now. I'll take 5 damage, but you know what? That's good. Let's do that. It's fine. He does have a lot of cards. I'm down a little life. Really not a lot of movement yet this game. It's been just back and forth. So I also have a lot of cards. Starting to be able to use a lot of my Dago cards, though. He's got Tazdingo. which I raise him an Ogre Ninja. Smash. Which may or may not kill this next turn. We'll find out. Ooh, yeah. Life tapping. So many cards. Might get some cards from him, but not right now. Oh, that's no good. Although, oh, they can't suicide right now. But I don't have any way to kill him unless I draw a backstab. No, of course not. Oh, do I assassinate him to deny those cards? I am tempted. I mean, if I attack this, if I kill this, then I can just stab that, but then I take a lot of damage. You know what? I'm just gonna blow it up. Screw him. That's expensive. I do have multiple assassinates. With that, okay. Since this guy's so fragile right now, let's use, even though it's my 2-attack weapon, we're gonna use it to get rid of that guy. That's fine. Although, my life total keeps going down, and if he kills this, I'm not going to be in good shape. I'm not going to be in good shape. So, yeah. Sprint's not going to help me. I've got to stabilize. I can play a whole lot of weenies.
I am not a morning person.
She's at the end of turn, eh? Flipping her is not going to help unless I can do 1 damage to her somehow, which I probably can't. Unless I want to stab her, which would be a lot of damage for me, and I'd rather not take a lot of damage right now. So we're going to go Nerubian Egg, Bandit Prawn, and Grizzly, and that's fine. That is quite an army. Can be erased by 1 Hellfire, except I'd get the 4/4 out of this, so this is giving me some protection. That's pretty good. Interesting. Spent some cards that turn, but I've got stuff. If a bunch of them survive, maybe some Cult Master action. We'll find out. If he plays something huge, can maybe face this Manipulator. He does that, and then he Hellfires, then he's going to be in good shape. Very annoying. Although it's not like he'd have a lot of stuff left either, so it's just that my life total is getting a little low for that. A little low. Not fantastic. You know, if he hadn't killed that, I could have flipped him and turned it into 4/4. Oh well. Yeah. Probably a Hellfire. No, a little bit more defensive than that. Okay. I could flip that and kill it with the bears. There's one option. I could copy it, then flip it, then kill it with the bear. Then that would be pretty good. Although I hate to waste this on this guy, who's not that exciting. Kidnapper, I could bounce him, but I don't have... Oh, I do have enough mana. I could flip something, bounce him. Okay. That's looking okay. It's not getting my Cult Master action, but it's getting rid of that right now, which is okay. Let's do that. That should delay him somewhat.
You love my new recipe. I usually work alone.
You looking at me?
Yeah, you can take out the bear either way. Let's keep myself alive for now. Unless he plays another Cult Master or something that buffs all demons, which would be bad. Yeah, that crazy Warlock Legend gives +2 all your demons. That would suck, but it looks like he doesn't. That's also bad. Free demon. Okay, he got a small one. Good stuff. I'm doing a thumbs up thing too often again. Need to stop that. It's only... It stops being ironic if I do it too much, which is definitely a concern. Just so you know, I don't actually thumbs up stuff in real life. I just don't. It's only you guys that have got me doing that. Could sprint, and then I'd have something to play, but that's not very exciting. Cult Master, and my guys won't even die.
So
That's not great. Maybe this is the turn to sprint. But the thing is, I could play this guy, and then do what? Yeah, not much. I guess I'm going to sprint. And a nothing-ass turn. With the backstab, I could potentially kill something. Could bounce him. Could bounce this. Get that back into operational order. Okay.
Too soon.
I'm gonna bounce it.
With me, friend.
Do I backstab this guy? I don't really want to trade all my guys to kill him. I'm thinking of just killing her.
Don't
Which I will.
rush me.
Looking at me.
I think it's worth saving the backstab. I mean, he was probably going to kill one of these guys and then not be backstabbable, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to have been worth backstabbing because he would play differently because of it. Okay, that's mildly unfortunate, but I mean that works out really well for him. He's getting good value out of that otherwise not great card. This late in the game, the mana cost isn't so bad.
From the void I come.
That is so bad. We don't like that. Not worth copying, though, that's for sure. Now, I could play Stormwind, get these guys bigger. Still backstab hit. I can't play Stormwind and Cult, unfortunately. But I could backstab that guy, Cultist, trade these two guys, see what I get.
Wonder.
How am I gonna get... I've already got all this big fat stuff in my hand, in play, though. I should probably... Ah, I'm getting low. I can't leave all these guys alive, can I? Can I? I don't even know.
So many options.
I think I'm going to... Yeah, you know what? I should Stormwind and kill that. No, but I don't get the cards for these guys. I'm gonna do it anyway. I think... I'm gonna spend the backstab too. That is so expensive. Damn it! Running out of time. We'll do the play even if it's not great. I don't need the backstab. Okay, that's a little better. I could have backstabbed him and only lost one, which would have been way smarter. Stupid time running outy thinking. Yeah, if I backstabbed him, I was forgetting that he was going to grow them, which is stupid because that's why I was playing him. I could have backstabbed him and then just traded one, and then I would still have a guy and have done some damage, and I'd be in a much better position. But no. Unless that backstab comes in super handy later. If this guy survives, there's some potential that I could clone him, which would be kind of kick-ass. Clone him, Cult Master, trade this, get a thing, kill... But it's not going to happen, probably, but... Maybe. If you're freezing him, you're probably not killing him. Hello. But I have to worry about my life situation, which is not fantastic. So after he hits me for 3, I'm going to be low. He's got another card.
You're in trouble now.
Suck bus. Don't have the AoE to take care of that stuff. I do have many backstabs. Not enough. Well, I can backstab her and then trade this. That's actually good. This will still die even if I clone the thing first, so that's okay. But am I just going to die on my turn? Can't double backstab something because that doesn't work. We're just going to try and hope I don't die, basically.
Join or die.
Cool blood. That is not helpful because nothing's left that can attack. And we'll call that a turn now. That is quite an army I have. But this is 8 damage. He only needs 5 damage from his hand and I'm dead. Just waiting to say, and I'm dead.
Who dares summon me?
And I'm dead. So close. I had so many options there has to be some way I could have played that. Would have been smarter? I don't know. Rough game. I was pretty close, though. Oh well. So, off to an excellent start by losing. This seems like a perfectly, reasonable rogue deck. Maybe it doesn't have enough answers to things. It's got a lot, though. I mean, I've got a lot of solutions to problems in here. We'll just have to see if those are the problems I run into next time. If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonet Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.